Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to TeamNDL. Some of you may recognize me, some of you may not. My name is Damien Umberger. I'm the founder and owner of TeamBigPlays YouTube channel. For today, we wanted to do a collab for Fusion Month. So I'm bringing to you guys a Prank Kids deck profile. Hopefully you enjoy, hopefully you get some useful out of it. If you like it and you want to see more content like combos, tutorials, and a couple other different deck profiles to get a different perspective, links are going to be down in the description below. Sorry if the camera's a little shaky, I'm trying to use my arm and I don't use that very much. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Fusion Month, gotta beat them in votes, man. You just gotta do it. So, but yeah, let's get straight into the video. Alright, cool. So first we are going to start with our main deck here. We're going to start with the Prank Kids monsters. So for this deck, Prank Kids, you have to run 3 of each. It's a requirement. You have to, especially for this build with some of the things that you're trying to do in some of the combos. So you are going to run 3 Fancies, 3 Roxys, 3 Lampsies, 3 Dropsies. It rhymed even. So the way Prank Kids work is when you use them as link or fusion material and they go to the graveyard, it triggers certain effects. Dropsies allows you to gain 1,000 life points. Lampsies allows you to burn your opponent for 500. Roxys, you get to reset your hand by banishing a card and drawing 1 card. And Lampsies is a Foolish Burial and Foolish Burial Goods. So, and they all have that condition. They're all very good cards, especially a very good deck in time. And if you decide Mystic Mine, like I don't run Mystic Mine in this deck build because I prefer a more offensive. I would side it, however, if you do have it, it's not a bad thing to mess around with. So that's it for the Prank Kids monsters. Then you have the hero monster, because this is a Prank Kids hero variant. Surprise, surprise, right? So I run 1 Prisma, because Prisma can be a stand-in for Prank Kids monsters, and that comes in handy sometimes, so you never know if you just need that extra monster. 1 Shadow Mist, which Shadow Mist is for the combo. Actually, you search out Mass Change to make Dark Law in the combo, and you end on Dark Law, Toad, and a Bow Wow Bark with a fusion spell set, so pretty powerful stuff. And then 3 Vision Hero Vion. Because Vion is how you get Poly, and it is your main combo starter. Then for hand traps, I run 2 copies of Ash Blossom. You could run 3 if you want consistency. Sometimes you tend to brick. I like 2, so I don't brick. I do want to see it, but I don't really need to see it every single time unless I'm going second, which if I'm going second, I'm going to side out my heroes and put this in. So, cool. That will be it for our monster count. For our spell count, I run 3 Call by the Grave. It's a really good disruptor in general, especially now with some of the decks that are out, as well as you want your searches to go through a lot of the times. So it's a really good card to have. Honestly, I've tried taking it out before and I miss it every single time. 3 Poly. It's a fusion deck. I think that's pretty straightforward why we use Poly. +2, it's a generic fusion card, so that way I'm not locked into Prank Kids. 3 Instant Fusion. This is your 2-card combo. If you open up any Prank Kids monster and an Instant Fusion, you are instantly in a good position. So that's it for the 3 up spells. For the 2 ups, we have 2 Prank Kids Pandemoniums. This is a quick play fusion spell. During the main, if it'll focus, cool. During the main phase, fusion summon 1 Prank Kids fusion monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or fieldless fusion material. For the rest of this turn, after this card resolves, you cannot normal special summon monsters except Prank Kids. So you do get locked into Prank Kids. However, it's a quick play spell, which is beneficial, especially because I've run into plenty of scenarios where like I activate it, my opponent's going to negate it. Let's say Spiral, for example, they use the Tri-Gate to negate it, and then bam, slap out another one, do exactly what I was going to do anyways. So yeah, plus it's really good against dinos because you can fuse under face down. 2 field spells. I run 2. I think 3 currently is a bit unnecessary. If they ever came out with the Contact Fusion or a Link 1, I would definitely, like, if you don't run 3, you're doing something wrong. But for now, I like to run 2. I run 2 Prankins Pranks, not 3, because it's not a pure variant. If you're running a pure variant, definitely run 3, and definitely run 3 of the field spell. So, you can discard 1 card, special summon a token, a Prankins token in your side of the field, which is another 2-card combo. And then at the end of the turn, you can shuffle 3 cards from your graveyard, Prankins cards, back into the deck, and you draw a card. The place is basically, the field spell, basically Trickstar Light Stage, except instead of locking down a trap, you gain attack if you fusion, and your opponent's monsters lose attack if you link. Then for the 1-up spells, E, search your Vion. Reasoning, because you can bring out Vion or any other Prankins monster. If you activate this, like, first card, most people are going to say level 4. And if Shadow Mist goes to the grave, cool, that was the objective anyways. And if not, you run 3 different monsters that aren't level 4s, because all the Prankins monsters are level 4 and lower, which is nice. 1 Mass Change, you need this for the Dark Law combo. 1 Terraforming, search your field spell. 1 Rhoda, to search out Vion or Prisma if you really need Prisma. And 1 Here It Lives, because if you get this card and 2 Prankins monsters, or if you get this card, 2 Prankins monsters, and a poly, you've won at that point, because then you can get out so much advantage that it's actually unreal. And then for the trap cards, I run 2 Plan, which is a trap card that allows you to link summon on your opponent's turn, as well as if it's in the graveyard, you can banish it and shuffle Prankins monsters and cards from your graveyard back into your deck when your opponent's monster declares an attack, and that monster will lose 100 attack for each card shuffled back in, which 1 is insane resource management, like absolutely insane. And number 2, you know, that damage does make a difference. I've lost plenty of games where I forgot to activate it, and I just kind of got screwed over. So definitely a good card. I like run 2. Some people run 1, but I think for consistency reasons, 2 is necessary. Maybe it's because of my playstyle, I don't know. And then for the extra deck, so starting with the links, 1 Ripper, 1 Roaster. This is a Harpy's Feather Duster, a quick effect 1, and if it gets sent to the graveyard, you can add any card from your graveyard to your hand. Doesn't matter what it is, you get to have it, which is really good. Plus it's 3,000 attack, and with the other link monster, you can get this thing up to 5,000 attack, like, no problem. So it's a really good beater. Dodo, this is your searcher. Takes 2 Prankins monsters, link 2. And you contribute it, not a quick effect, once per turn. Add 2 Prankins cards from your grave to your hand, and this is Bow Wow. During your opponent's main phase, you can quick effect tribute this card, add 2 Prankins cards from your graveyard to your hand, and any Prankins monster this card points to gains 1,000 attack, which is nice. Then I run 1 Cross Sheep. This card is so overwhelmingly insane. Like, I can't begin to describe how nutty this card is, and the combos that you can do with it are phenomenal. In the new Master Rule, if they don't hit Instant Fusion, this deck is going to be absolutely insane because the card advantage is nutty. And then, you know, you run your Borrelsword Dragon. I forgot to have that in. I put that in my put it in my Altergeist, but yeah, Borrelsword, definitely. Just because, you know, it's nice. Sometimes you can't always get out a Roaster and 2 Bow Wow, or you just need to do quick direct damage or get a monster off board. So yeah. For XZs, you run 1 Abyss Dweller, 1 Leviair, 1 Toad. Leviair is for hero combo. These 2 are for standard combo without hero. Like if you don't pull the Vion, but you pull a Poly into Prankins. For the fusions, 1 Prankins Battle Butler. This is a quick effect Raigeki, and when it's sent to the graveyard, you actually get to, well, not sent, but destroyed by your opponent's battle or card effect. You get to special summon one monster from your graveyard, and it can be any monster so long as it is not a fusion monster. So really nut card. Like, dude, it's a Raigeki, 3-stack attack, 3-stack defense, and you get to, like, that card is just so good too. Plus the artwork on these cards is phenomenal. I mean, look at that. Like, if there's any reason to start the deck, I think artwork is a great one. Dark Law. That's pretty self-explanatory. Dark Law is just good, especially in this format. So, one Prankid's Weather Washer, quick effect. You can special summon 2 Prankid's monsters from your graveyard during your opponent's turn, though, only. So, good stuff. And then 2 Prankid's Rocket Ride. When this card is fusion summoned, you can make it lose 1,000 attack to attack your opponent directly. I've actually won games like that where I've had 3 Bow Wow, or not 3 Bow, like 2 Bow Wow pointing to it. It's at 3,000 attack, and I just pop them directly. Plus, you contribute this card. Special summon 2 Prankid's monsters from your graveyard. This is a fantastic extender, honestly. Like, if the deck didn't have this, not quite sure how good the deck would actually be. It's funny because back when this won Milan, and this was actually YCS Milan, and like a couple years ago, maybe it was last year, like 2 years ago, people kind of wanted this ban. Like, low-key, people were like, let's not have that card around. So, but yeah, that's it for the deck profile, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on to TeamBigPlays, because they're going to be having such good content this month, and I'm really excited to see it, and hopefully you guys are too. Also, if you would like to see more Prank Kids content, you know, combo tutorials, other deck profiles to compare it to, links in the description down below to lead to some of my other videos, as well as links in the description will be below to my channel, and hopefully you guys do check that out too. I'm trying to make 300 subs, preferably by the end of the month. I'd like to get monetized. I don't know about you, but I'd like my hobby to make me the good money. But yeah, hopefully you guys have a nice day. I know everybody's in quarantine because of the words we shall not say virus, because apparently that demonetizes you. But yeah, so cool. Peace, peace.